All right, just waiting on YouTube here. About to go live. We are live. All right. You are at Wall Street Sizing Up on YouTube. This is your moderator, Mark Maddox. You probably know from StockTrade.tips on TikTok. That's where we move and shake. We got about 5,000 subs on YouTube, about 32,000 now on TikTok. We're moving and shaking there. So this is, I wouldn't call it stocks to watch. I'd really call it stocks that we're researching. You get the alerts in the Telegram channel. If you want to get on the Telegram channel, the link is below. What we're doing is really kind of cool right now. It's kind of cutting edge too. So we're developing a strategy. So we're doing this power hour, right? So at the end of every trading day, the hour before the closing bell, we're doing what's called power hour. Now, power hour is just where anybody on the channel, we got 100 guys in there now, can just basically shout out, this stock's on a rocket, this stock's dropping like a rock, right? And we're kind of developing a strategy around it. But it's a lot of YOLOs, but if you really think deeper, it is momentum, it is movement, it's investors that want to position themselves for tomorrow. Now, there is overnight risk, I get that, but for the most part, the power hour is working. I had been trading heavy with it, but I think the other day I had like 25 bucks. Today I had 19 bucks, right? And we just started this, and so kind of developing this, but the last hour we just start basically shouting on the channel, and let's see if we can make some money, and so far we have. So with that being said, let's do what we came here to do. Got a new website for you as well, and then we'll check all the things that we normally check. The high short interest, what the smart money's trading. So here we go. I'm going to jump right in to, you see it on the screen there, it's FinViz. Markets didn't do much. They're kind of flat. Now, it looks green, but what you're seeing is those are typically the larger cap stocks. The micro caps did not do very well today. So one of the new sites that I'm really liking, it's a Mark Cuban backed site. It's called biztalk.com. Now the thing about this biztalk.com is when you look it up, the DNS is not real. It must be just brand spanking new, because sometimes it doesn't even come up because the DNS issues, I think. biztalk.com. You can actually adjust what news you want to see, but so it's got the user post at the top you can post to, but there's Reddit Motley Fool, what's the biggest stocks talked about on Reddit, biggest movers on the big boards, movers, and then but you can set this to what you want to see first. Like I want to see Market Watch, I want to see Wall Street, I want to see some serious journalism when it comes to business, and I want them to be the fastest one up there so I can get it to the Telegram group. So BizTalk, very, very cool. I also get ideas for my TikTok here. All right, so let's go to the insiders trading right now. Not a lot of movement. Looks like some new ones have come in. That's good to know. Good to know. Okay. If you're looking at this, let me zoom in, guys, so you can see it. All right, you probably see the screen. So if it's got a D over here, guys, that means that it's a option that was picked up. So as much as I want to look at AVTE, that's just an option they had. That's why it's exactly 14 bucks, and that's why this one's exactly 18. All right, SOWG is not trading yet. This one is an interesting stock, INTA. I would look at it. It looks like it could be a option as well with exactly $26. So you might look at that. On the other side, you will see HCHC. Now it jumped up after hours. This is one that a lot of directors size up on the stock. It's not. It's a $4 stock. It was like a $2 stock. So a lot of people were sizing up on it. Clearly, it's gone up. You can look at that one. This U.S. Well Services did really well for me today. I was telling the guys, especially in the power hour, it moved up. It wasn't on a rocket ship, but it certainly was grinding up. So, and then we did rain today, and rain, I think, was up for me 6% today, right? So I'm holding this one. I'm still holding USWS as well. So that's that one. Then let's go to the filings here. Let me readjust these filings. I've got Bloomberg on here too. Let me turn that off. All right. So the ones that I would look at on here, let me zoom in here for you special people. All right. Again, here's HC2 Holdings. You had a major shareholder size up, and that's why it really jumped today. He says it with it looks like about 600,000 more shares. He owns 22 million shares. It's a big one. A couple guys on the channel love MMAT or Meta Materials. That's who they merged with. Oh, Steven would know. I forget, but they just had a big merger. Oh, Torch. Yeah, Torch, because I got torched on that deal. Steven has put this into his long-term stocks that he's keeping in his portfolio. You might look at it. It seems to trade, I think Manuel said that it's trading in a tight range, and so you can trade this, and he trades it a lot. You might look at JAX. JAX was sized up for 1.1 million shares from Ancora Alternatives. JAX is a restaurant play, so it's an opening play. It's a reopening play, if you would. It's very odd to see this. I think they're more of a long-term fund, if you would. I could be wrong about that, so fact check me, please. But very seldom do you see restaurants sized up on, in filings. So they've taken more than 5%. All right, a stock that I traded 2 weeks ago, GOED. It looks like this Philotimo fund. I don't know much about them. They took another 500,000 shares. Believe it was on July 2nd. So I would look at it. I'd be real careful. I made some money at the beginning, but I held it too long and ultimately lost money on GOED. This was a meme stock, so just know that. Today we made money on TXMD. I still hold this stock for tomorrow. I like it. When it says James Flynn, that's Deerfield, right? I know some guys on the channel were asking me that. Yes, James Flynn is the general partner, right? The hedge fund manager, if you would, for Deerfield, and he is a badass. And they took a $20 million position. That is conviction, folks. Some other ones you might look at again, So right now I'm probably saying HCHC, TXMD for sure. You might want to look at SNPX. We've had 2 funds sizable on it in the last 2 days. I don't see a lot of movement there. I don't see market movement there. But sometimes those are the best ones. Because if it's just flat, why do they do it, right? Because they know something. They have far more resources than what we have. And then here's the USWS2. This is THRC Holdings, 12 million. And then we also had an insider. That's why we jumped on USWS. That's literally a dollar stock. It's an oil and gas play. And let me say this. On the oil and gas plays, guys, if you're watching this from the channel, whatever, oil and gas plays, like literally Tom Lee, who I trust implicitly at Fundstrat, he has said that energy will be the top, maybe the top sector, the second half of 2021. And his number was 30%. So all those beaten down oil stocks that have now, I think they're up like 40%, maybe 50%, right? Or at least the XLE is. XLE is the ETF for energy stocks. So he thinks that'll be up another 30%. That's crazy. So in fact, they're talking about $100 oil. And it's not just him, it's several. I've seen it on CNBC, I've seen it on Tech Meme, on Wall Street Journal, the Financial Times, blah, blah, blah. You get the point. All right. Talk about some movers. So Bloomberg and CNBC are calling Newegg Commerce a new meme stock. Let's slow down there. I haven't really checked their. Let's look real quick. Let's see what is in GG. Yeah. Let's look at their float. So they are straight up from $10. Shares outstanding is only 3.6. Yeah, that'd be a meme stock. So that stock can move with very little problem. Again, retail traders, guys, are only 20% us, meaning me and you. We're only 20% of the entire market. But when you've only got 3.6 million shares, by the way, 6 million shares, and the volume was 75 million. So each share was traded at least twice, almost 3 times. That is crazy numbers, which it had to go up 1.45%. Sorry, 2.45%. So 2.5x. Sorry. All right, DTST was up today. Is there anything? All right, I tried to trade BTU in the power hour towards the end. I was up, but then I wasn't watching real close. I was trying to find some more rockets and missed on that one. MMAT is trending at that. It was down 16 today, though. OPNT is a very, very interesting stock. You might want to look at that one. Most active, OCGN. MRIN. I know if you, there's a couple guys on my channel that hold this stock. If they didn't cut today, I don't know what to tell them. They can always buy it back. All right. Watchers. Same. Oh yeah, Dare. We made a little bit in the power hour, last hour of trading. All right. Let's see what is trending. Let's go to penny stocks. So, like you guys were asking where I find this, I find it on swaggystocks.com. So, I find a lot of good stocks like this in power hour here. Excuse me. Clearly the ones that I should stay away from are the bigger cap ones, but some you'll see what there is some correlation of the next big meme stocks, right? You'll see them down here and they'll start moving up, right? And it usually at night is when you really see it. So XELA was great for us today. ATOS and pre-market did it do well. Anyway, this is where I find it. So support way out in front. Ones that CTXR, Verb, RCAT, that's a new one. STEM, you know about Wish, GSAT. All right, and then finally we also do what's being mentioned on Wall Street Bets. These are definitely the meme stocks for the most part. You know, you'll find coin. Look at Newegg, just literally right down here. If you can't see the screen perfectly, is right down here. So it was not being mentioned on Wall Street Bets. So it was being mentioned somewhere else for it to pump that. So that's what we need to find. I'm sure it's the Telegram channel. I'm sure it's some big Discord that is pumping that, and it may be several different Discords. So, all right, we found that. Crypto, if you didn't know, kind of flat. Ethereum is moving. There's talk about crypto and Ethereum actually, and I think it's got some legs, that Ethereum could flip Bitcoin as far as market cap goes. One, because they are gearing down and now they've got a little bit of scarcity, but the ones we still like are Cardano, Uniswap, Solana, however you say it. Link is one of my favorites. And VeChain, that's about it. Do I hold more? Absolutely. I hold a lot more coinage. All right. A couple of meme stocks that the investor place was talking about that could go off. There's some ETFs here, which don't look at the ETFs. OCGN, Nokia, LFMD, which is pumped before. CRSR is pumped before. Clove is pumped before. And Nokia has pumped, but it was not like a huge pump. It was like 20-30%. Still a big pump, though. All right. That being said, that is basically it, guys. I don't think I have anything else. If we want to check one last time, see what Open Insider has. ECOR 100,000 at $1. I'll be checking that one out too. All right, guys. Appreciate you. Have a great night. Watch your six. You go hard in the paint. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys on the channel. We're supported by tips, and you know that. I hope that we bring some fun, some value, and some deranged things in Power Hour to you. So with that being said, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.